information from our live studio audience and interviews with provocative newsmaker guests. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hold down. Hey, thank you very much. Welcome all across America. We have a fantastic studio audience tonight. Now, let me tell you, we are taping this here in Southern California on Wednesday, and even though it's raining outside, we have 49,000 people here. Because these people in this audience know there's nowhere better place to be than with Wally on Hot Seat. How about this tie? How about this tie? Yeah. One of my fine viewers sent me, Larry Thomas, one of my fine viewers sent me this. Very nice, and I thank you that. We are here, we are the only conservative voice on commercial television, as I'm standing up for America to make sure that this country remains number one. I am answering the ludicrous liberals across this country who are trying to drive this nation into the ground, and I am here to say that the liberals in the United... Yeah. The liberals in this country are a bunch of sickos. Speaking of sickos, our first guest tonight is a moron named Mike Hubbell. Now, I know all of you across the country, hold it. Now, I know all of you across the country, and certainly all of you here in Southern California have heard about the big thing about the LAPD and the alleged beating of this guy. But sure, I say, when we get all the facts in, I'm sure that some of these cops did wrong, but what really bothers me is they're trying to blame LA Police Chief Daryl Gates. And Mike Hubbell and his friends in the ACLU are saying that Daryl Gates has always been a racist and they should kick him out of office. Well, I'm going to take this idiot Mike Hubbell on because I think everyone should know that I know personally that Daryl Gates has received countless awards for the way he's handled the LAPD, and I think he should remain in office, and I'd like to see him run for mayor of Los Angeles. If that isn't ludicrous enough, this is the ludicrous, to end all ludicrousness. Jeff Tolcher is here, and I can't believe he's saying this. He is saying on this show that we should pay reparations to Iraq. He says we should help rebuild. Hey. He says, hold it. He says we should help rebuild Iraq. I say there's only one thing we should build in Iraq: Saddam Hussein's grave. Okay. Now, before I do my my commentary tonight, it's time to meet my great crew. In the booth, my fantastic director, the amazing Jeff Bingham, everybody. Oh, my producer is my beautiful wife, Janice George. Okay. On the floor, my floor director, Andy Luters. And on the Wally cam, Kurt Franz on the Wally cam. There he is. Okay. All right, Kurt. And hold it down, please. Everybody hold it down, because it is time now for my commentary of the night, and this has to do with one of our of the things we're arguing about here tonight. You know, I am truly furious over this liberal lynch mob out to get Los Angeles Police Chief Daryl Gates. Leading the battle, of course, is the infamous ACLU. I wonder how many of you saw the full-page ad in the Los Angeles Times a few days ago, paid for by the ACLU, calling for the resignation of Chief Daryl Gates and urging people to bring pressure on Chief Gates to get out of office. Oh, come on. Now, if the ACLU says if Chief Gates does not resign, then the ACLU wants him kicked out. All this because of this beating incident by several Los Angeles Police Department officers. And I say again, Chief Daryl Gates cannot be held responsible for this. But this is all just part of a long-running anti-police campaign that the ACLU has been conducting here in Southern California. Daryl Gates is too tough a cop, too good a cop for the ACLU. The ACLU has always been soft on crime and soft on criminals. Do you know the ACLU is against the death penalty for convicted first-degree murderers? The ACLU is also, hold it. The ACLU is also against life in prison with no chance of parole, because they say that that is cruel and unusual punishment. They are against the Pledge of Allegiance. They favor the killing of unborn babies. They favor the banning of all handguns in America. And, of course, Chief Daryl Gates opposes them right down the line, and that's why they want to get rid of him. That's why they're using this incident to get rid of Chief Daryl Gates. I pray they are not successful. Daryl Gates is a tough-on-crime, law and order chief of police, and we need him here in Los Angeles. I'll be right back. Thinking about buying a new 1991 Nissan? Well, shop first at Nissan of Cyprus. They have new owners with a new attitude, and they'll bend over backwards to make you the best deal possible. Come in and see my friend Randy Hex and his fine staff. I recommend this place. You'll love the way they treat you, and you'll love their prices. Ask for a free autograph photo of yours truly when you come by. That's Nissan of Cyprus, 5800 Lincoln Boulevard in Cyprus. Tell them Wally sent you. Thank you. When it comes to alarms, security, and investigations, I recommend Roberts Protection and Investigations of Santa Ana. Experience makes the big difference. I think they're the very best. I use Roberts for all of my security work. Give them a call for more information. Remember, for alarms, security, and investigations, I recommend Roberts Protection and Investigations of Santa Ana. Call area code 714-953-1611. Tell them Wally George sent you. I thank you very much indeed.
What turns women on?
It's the most incredible feeling.
What turns women on? For men only. What turns women on will turn you on. Call 1-900-660-6666. $1 per minute, $5 for the first minute. What turns women on?
Hey, for a little bit of Las Vegas entertainment, see the world-famous California Girls at the Chi-Chi in Santa Ana. Admission is free, and you'll enjoy your favorite beverages in a friendly atmosphere. Pool tables and widescreen TV offer more fun at this wonderful spot. Tell them Wally George sent you at the Chi-Chi for a free autograph picture. 1109 North Harbor Boulevard in Santa Ana. The world-famous California Girls. Come on down. Tell them Wally George sent you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome back, everybody. You know, okay, thank you. Hey, you know, we have, hold it down. We have great audiences here every week, but this is an especially fantastic audience. All right, now you people here in Southern California, remember, in Southern California only, be sure to join me every day, Monday through Friday at 3:30 to 4. Every day, Monday through Friday, I do hot seat highlights, where I do a commentary for you every day, and then we show you some of the most outrageous moments from the past almost 8 years now. We'll soon be starting our 9th year of Hot Seat. Of course, every Saturday night from 11 until 12 midnight, we do our Hot Seat show right here with our live studio audience. Now, you guys here in the audience, you people at home are gonna won't believe this, but my guest here is joining in with the ACLU, and you've all heard about it. You heard my opening commentary. You've heard about this suspect who was allegedly beaten by several police officers, the LAPD. This jerk, who's going to be on in a moment, is joining with the ACLU in trying to blame Police Chief Daryl Gates. And also, he and the ACLU and other lunatics are calling for the resignation of Chief Gates. I say this guy's a lunatic. Mike Hubbell!
You know, believe it or not, Wally, believe it or not, it is really, truly, it's a pleasure to be here, despite all this. But I'd like to say one thing.
Well, truly, it's no pleasure having you here. And you know why? Because you are an unpatriotic, stupid jerk.
Well, I'll tell you what. Putting that insult, Wally, honestly, putting that insult aside, I vowed that I would not take any personal shots or insult your audience at all, no matter how ludicrous or idiotic they really are. Oh. I promise I won't.
Hold on. Hold the guy. Hold the audience. Now, did you hear any of my opening commentary?
Yeah, I heard all of your commentary.
Now, did you hear where I said it was ludicrous for anyone to try to blame Police Chief Daryl Gates to be held responsible for this alleged beating of this individual? How can you justify your claim that Chief Gates is responsible and should leave office? Now why do you say that?
The first time I heard that commentary, that one statement, especially that line, I had the unfortunate, I guess you should say, displeasure of eating dinner before I came here. I immediately had to run to your restroom and lose my dinner when I heard that. Because I got sick to my stomach.
Hey, listen, hold on a minute. Hey, wait a minute. dinner, hey, as soon as you walked in the door and I saw your face. Now answer me, how can you possibly, in any kind of imagination, how can you possibly say that Chief Daryl Gates can be held responsible and should resign or be kicked out of office?
Okay, first thing people should realize, number one, is this Gates character we're talking. Chief Daryl Gates.
Gates character. He's the chief of police.
Well, let me tell you, hey,
wait a minute.
Daryl Gates.
You will have respect for that great America.
All right. Hey, Wally, on this particular issue, I will have respect for at least that much, but I'll say one thing. Chief Daryl Gates, as you call him, is the same individual that made a definitive statement about 6 months ago saying that anyone who smokes pot or casually uses drugs should be taken out and shot. This man, if that's the case, then we should take these fools out right now and shoot every damn one of them.
Wait a minute. You people, you know, I've heard that I've heard that 24 times.
Well, he did say that.
Yeah, he did say that, and he also said, of course, he did not mean that literally, and you know damn well he didn't mean that literally, did he?
Based on his policies, Wally, based on...
I have said many, many times that people like you should be taken out and shot.
Hey, that's your prerogative.
And wait a minute, and you can take me literally.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But not Chief Gates.
To answer your question,
now, why are you claiming that Chief Gates is responsible?
Okay, the reason being is because he calls this an aberration or an isolated...
It is an aberration.
An isolated incident with 6 CHP officers standing by and watching and 4 police officers doing the beating. Chief Gates, there's been 15 instances like this in the last 3 years. Two of them now on video. Videotapes. Hey, videotapes don't lie. Chief Gates will be defeated.
No, wait a minute.
It's on video, Wally. It's not an isolated incident. They beat this man. There is now anecdotal evidence that Chief Gates, former LAPD officer, has stated to the press unequivocally. He has said that in any kind of vehicular pursuit case, it is a common occurrence and practice to take the so-called suspect out of his car and beat him up to teach him a lesson.
Oh, he never said that.
No.
Why did you say that?
He never said that. Wait a minute. A former LAPD officer. I'm talking about an officer. It was just on the news. It was just on the news the other night. An LAPD former officer, not Chief Gates.
Where did you read this? What's the guy's name?
An LAPD officer.
I've never heard this.
A former.
You are making all this up. You are a dirty, filthy liar.
If that's the case, Wally...
Hold on. Do you want to hear some facts? I'll give you some facts.
Okay, let's hear them.
You see, he tells you these things, and he gives you no names or anything. I'll give you names. Now, here's another. Hold on. Let me quote Paul Walters. See if you can remember that name. He is the police chief in Santa Ana. And Police Chief Walters, a well-respected police chief, he said in the Los Angeles Times that Chief Daryl Gates has acted correctly in the King case, and he says Daryl Gates will maintain the Los Angeles Police Department's high standard of excellence. How do you answer that?
Okay.
The chief of police of Santa Ana.
At the press conference, Daryl Gates did make a statement and said he would personally see to it these 3 officers or 4 officers involved, plus the ones that went along with it and were party to this beating, will be substantially taken care of. He is doing nothing but offering political scapegoats, the old sacrificial lamb theory, where he's going to sacrifice 3 cops to save his own skin because of such a demand.
Wait a minute. Now, hold on.
It's his policy from the top.
It's not his policy. Now, hold on.
Well, Wally, how do you explain this? Well, okay, if it's not his policy, then how do you explain all these so-called isolated incidents with all these cops standing around watching this?
Do you know that the Los Angeles Police Department last year alone, and here's the facts right here, it's on the record. I have facts. You have nothing but rumors and hearsay in your stupid head. Do you know? Last year alone, the Los Angeles Police Department made 330,000 arrests. 330,000. And out of that, and out of all those arrests, over 250,000 arrests in 1 year. Out of all those arrests, we have 2 or 3 isolated incidents. I say that speaks for itself.
Yeah, I'd like to say, Wally, okay? You talk about all these, you guys talk about all these arrests, okay? Well, Rodney King right now has got a broken leg, a broken wrist, and everything else. I, myself, along with several other committees and organizations around the country now, because everyone's gotten so involved in this, is trying to take up collections and donations to try and come up with some reparations to Mr. King here for what damage physically and mentally he's had to sustain here, okay?
Oh, no, hold on.
Wait, before he gets his settlement from LA, before he gets his settlement from the city,
yeah,
he needs money to keep himself going.
He's going to ask for about $10 million settlement.
Okay, but before he gets that settlement, okay, he's going to need some kind of substance to keep him going. So I have formed what we call the I Hate Gates Committee.
I Hate Gates
Committee, and I am also, because this is the star of the hot seat and all that, and out of respect, I am going to award Wally with an honorary pin, I Hate Gates, so he can wear it on his jacket. The I Hate Gates Committee.
Wait a minute. He has the S in the, hold it. He has the S in the shape of a swastika. Oh.
You know why, don't you? Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Mike, hold down. Mike, take this pin back, take it back, and you know where you can stick it. I'll be right back. Now is the time to buy that furniture you've been wanting at Simply Discount Furniture, 5001 Lancashire Boulevard in North Hollywood. Come in and say hi to the owners, Vic and Don. They're my friends. And I mean, they have fantastic low prices on quality furniture. Mention my name and you'll get even bigger discounts. And you'll get a free autographed picture of yours truly just for stopping by. Simply Discount Furniture, 5001 Lancashire Boulevard in North Hollywood. Call area code 818-509-2610. Thank you very, very much.
I can't believe things turned out so badly. Everything started off okay. Then I had to mess it all up again. I know I knew better, but I just couldn't help it. I wonder if these things happen to everyone.
All the time, darling, all the time. You wouldn't believe what goes on out there. Or would you?
Listen to real people tell all. Call Incredible Secret Confessions. 1-900-321-TELL. $1.98 per minute.
No place hops like Sonic.
Gee, I'm really ready for something different. I think I'll have...
We always have steak and taters, right, Paul?
Yeah, a chicken fried steak sandwich.
Taters. Don't forget tater tots, Paul.
Hey, what a great idea. Steak and taters, only $2.59.
Here's your steak and taters, Mr. Avalon.
Now, Paul, settle down.
No place hops like Sonic.
Thank you, Frankie Avalon. Don't forget now, when you come into Sonic Drive-Ins, tell them Wally George sent you and pick up a free autographed photo of yours truly and a free Victory magazine with your order. You're going to love the old-fashioned car hop service with fantastic food and drinks made to order any way you like. See you at Sonic, and be sure to tell them Wally George sent you. I love it there. You will too. Come in to Sonic. It's sensational. Thank you. Welcome back. Wally George here with Hot Seat, and we're here every Saturday night, and on the Hot Seat we had this miserable creature, Mike Hubbell.
Hey, Wally, I wanted to say, what happened is, the first thing they did to Rodney King is they shot him with 2 taser darts, okay? I've got what here is the Nova... This is the Nova XR 5000 stun gun. This is for personal defense. It's sold to the average person. That's anywhere from 45 to 65,000 volts of electricity.
Hey, you know what?
Now,
hey,
the LAPD, they have
Mike, hold on, Mike. Mike, hold on. Why don't you, wait a minute. Why don't you put some of those volts into that brain of yours?
Well, hey, let me tell you, Wally. Hey,
maybe if he shot some bullets into his brain, maybe he'd have a little bit of common sense.
That weapon, well, you know, that weapon I just showed you was strictly for personal self-defense. Now, the Los Angeles Police Department has a much more provocative offensive weapon. They have a handheld gun that shoots projectiles.
And they need those
with
things.
a wire attached to it that once the cop hits you, then he smiles and turns the electric juice on.
How do you know he smiles? How do you know he smiles?
These cops, LAPD's cops, all of Daryl Gates' henchmen are just itching to use their new toys and all their new victims.
Come on.
Every one of them.
Do you know, wait, you know damn well, we have a terrible crime wave in Southern California with all this gang violence and all that, and I say we need tough cops like Daryl Gates.
I will admit there is a crime wave.
You would rather have, Mike, some little penny-waste like Michael Dukakis.
I will admit there is a crime wave, but I will also say it's been aimed indiscriminately. And what's happening is the LAPD, it's only apparent, or I guess obvious, or it's really kind of funny because their uniforms are black, and so were the SS troops in 1938. Hitler's stormtroopers rule the streets. LA's PD, it says to protect and to serve on the side of the car. They should be to intimidate and to terrorize. That's what they're doing to all of you people.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to compare the LAPD to Adolf Hitler's stormtroopers?
Well, they are starting to intimidate. They are starting to intimidate, and they're indiscriminately now targeting the blacks, all the minorities. The blacks and all the minorities are being scapegoated just as the Jews were in Nazi Germany. And you people better begin to learn, because sooner or later, after they're done with the minorities, they're coming after you people. They're going too far, Wally. This fight on crime is going too far.
I'm saying this. We have a crime wave here, and we got to be tough on crime. And I'm telling you, this would never, ever have happened to this guy. What's his name? King?
Rodney King.
Rodney King. Never would have happened to Rodney at all if he had obeyed the law when the very first squad car pulled up behind him, flashed his red lights. If he had pulled over, it would never have happened. Now, Rodney, I say, if they're going to prosecute these police officers for what they did, then I say prosecute Rodney King for what he did.
Well, that's ironic.
Now, wait a minute.
Well, that's a very ironic twist, Wally.
He was going 100 miles an hour on the freeway. He refused to stop. He went off onto actually streets.
Well, in response to the 100 miles an hour routine.
He went into the residential areas, ran about 3 red lights. He could have killed several people. At the time he was doing this, he was a potential murderer, and I say the DA should prosecute him for what he did.
Okay, Wally.
Why?
Okay, what Rodney King did and what he didn't do are two different things at all. The man was on parole. He paid his debt to society. He was out. He had a job. He was driving a little Hyundai car that has a top end of 85 miles an hour, okay? They did a test the next day on this. So obviously there's a lie. Somebody's covering up the speed and saying he did over 100 miles an hour. Okay?
Do you know?
The man was on parole. He paid his debt. They targeted this man, pulled him over. After they electrocuted him twice, they mercilessly...
Electrocuted him?
With a taser gun, he was rendered... Because when you're hit with a taser weapon like the one I've just got here, or a projectile-type gun, you are rendered basically incompetent for at least 2 minutes. You can't move. The man merely... Hey, well, they just said they wanted to. Why don't we take one of these stupid punks and try this thing out on him right now? No. Say that, huh? Let's try this thing out on him.
If you don't shut up, if you don't watch your mouth, I'm going to use it on you in 5 seconds.
Don Jackson, Wally.
What I'm saying is, you know, this videotape, do you know that the whole thing only ran about 90 seconds? 90 seconds of videotape. We didn't see at all what happened before the alleged beating or after. We didn't see what led up to it. The police department say that this King resisted arrest all the way, refused to stop. Some 10 squad cars were pursuing him for miles, refused to stop. Then when he did stop, refused to get out of the car. When he finally did get out of the car, he put his hand in his left pocket. They didn't know if he was reaching for a gun or not. When he was trying to be handcuffed, he refused to be handcuffed. He was resisting arrest all the time. You are basing everything against these cops and against the chief on 90 seconds, on 90 seconds of a home video. I say before we crucify these cops, before we crucify Daryl Gates, let's hear the whole story.
Okay? Whenever, you know, normally...
You want to hang this guy on 90 seconds of videotape?
You know, normally when a police organization has real good, solid evidence, concrete, physical evidence on a person, they present it right away. Okay, what happens here is, why do they kick him loose the next day and say, well, no harm done, if you don't hassle us? They kicked him loose the next day.
The LAPD didn't. The DA did.
Well,
the district attorney did, not the police department.
Well, the Attorney General, Dick Thornburg, and the FBI is now investigating this case because they're now starting to find out the systemic damage. Throughout the entire United States, there are evidence, and there's all kinds of corroborating evidence, anecdotal and otherwise, that will prove there was racism going on through all the organizations and agencies. Don Jackson, 2 years ago, you guys remember Don Jackson? He tried to warn everybody just about a year ago with that videotape in Hawthorne PD. What they did, they targeted him. NBC ran the cameras. They took the footage of the cop pushing him through the window.
Sure. You know, you bring up this whole Don King thing. Don King provoked this incident. He had the NBC cameras following him, and he provoked an incident with the LAPD just like this. I say it's time we stop kicking the LAPD in the fanny.
The police officers, you know, the people that live in Los Angeles and all the suburbs alike pay the taxes, they pay the wages for these police officers. Daryl Gates is an appointed position. He's not elected. Thus, it's easier to impeach a president than to get rid of this man. But he knows this. He is arrogant. He knows he can't be removed. He's telling you people, well, take what I've got, and you've got no choice. You've got no choice at all because he's appointed. You can't touch this man, and he's arrogant enough to keep his foot down on you. He has got his Nazi heel on your head.
Do you know, do you know Police Chief Daryl Gates has won several awards nationwide over the past 20 years as the top L.A. police chief in the United States?
All right.
How do you explain that?
Okay.
And you know what? It's so funny. Tom Bradley now is calling for his resignation, and he says he would like to fire him if he could. Mayor Tom Bradley of Los Angeles, isn't it funny that if he thinks that he's such a bad chief, only 1 year ago, Mayor Tom Bradley congratulated Chief Gates for the excellent way he was handling the LAPD.
Right.
How do you explain that?
Right. You talk about awards. You talk about awards. Chief Gates has received all these awards. Well, the city of Linz and the Stuttgart Academy of Arts awarded Adolf Hitler many awards too, guys.
Oh, no!
So that, you know, I made my. Hey,
you're making ludicrous comparisons.
Okay, you got your despots like these people that use gas like this. We just got done stopping Saddam Hussein, a ruthless murderer who used mustard gas. Hey, Gates doesn't use mustard gas. He merely uses tear gas. I guess there's a big difference. And you sit behind here with this American flag behind you here, Wally, for liberty and justice and freedom for all, and we have racism, and you're supporting a racist cop.
Are you saying, hold on. Wait. Are you saying that Police Chief Daryl Gates is a racist?
His principles are strictly aimed at racism.
Oh!
Okay? And anybody who supports him, when was the last time any one of you people actually saw a white man getting beat up on video? Video doesn't lie. You saw the beatings. The 90 seconds that was shown, this man was able to show up from his apartment. These cops stood by and watched. It's an overall policy. If there was any kind of
This is one little isolated incident. I told you just a moment ago, some 330,000 arrests were made just last year, and we've had 1 or 2 complaints like this. I think that's a pretty good average, don't you?
As far as I'm concerned on this issue, totally, I am right and you are wrong. There's no doubt about it.
Oh! Let me tell you something. I am never wrong, and you're out of here.
Life's little problems never seem to end. That's why it's nice to know there's one place that can make things right. We're your regional Ford headquarters, Galpin, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury. And we're a leader in customer satisfaction because we solve problems before, during, and after the sale. Our vast selection and low prices may bring you in, but we know our commitment to you is what brings you back. Make the drive, and we'll take care of your problems. Well, most of them. Your regional Ford headquarters, Galpin Ford Lincoln Mercury, in the heart of the San Fernando Valley.
Real names. Real phone numbers. Real girls. Don't waste your time. Go where the girls are. Call 1-900-646-5050. Get the real names and real phone numbers of all kinds of girls just waiting to meet you. You good boy. Pick up your phone and call 1-900-646-5050. Real names, real phone numbers, real girls. Call now. $2 per minute. Adults only, please.
Lost what I ate, worked out on my Easy Glider, and lost 75 pounds.
This is actual footage of Keith's home video showing his dramatic weight loss. All across America, people have found that 20 minutes every other day works to firm all major muscle groups and helps to lose weight aerobically.
I'm using my arms, my shoulder, my back, my tummy, my thighs, my leg. I get it all.
Dual resistance allows you to adjust tension for both legs and upper body.
I have tried bikes, jogging, even racquetball, and Easy Glider is definitely the best.
And this handsome unit folds down quickly for easy storage.
Call toll-free like I did to shape up and slim down with Easy Glider.
Call toll-free 1-800-445-6800. We'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $19.95 each. You get a full 60-day home trial with a money-back guarantee. The total price, $59.85, plus $9 shipping and handling. So phone now, 1-800-445-6800.
We're back. Wally George here with Hot Seat, the original voice of confrontation and combat. And conservatism. Now, before we introduce our next liberal lunatic on the show, it is time to remind you, wherever you're watching me around the country, we do love to get your mail. The address coming up on your screen, write to me. I read every single letter I get, we really do. And we answer every one. If you want a free autograph picture, write to me and we'll get one out to you as soon as we can. And also, we're always looking for new victims to debate me on the Hot Seat show, male or female, whatever. If you have something you want to argue with me about, you write to me at this address, include your telephone number, and we may invite you to come down and debate me, take me on eyeball to eyeball on the Hot Seat. Wally George, P.O. Box 787, Hollywood, California, 90078. Box 787, Hollywood, 90078. And now, for you people here in the Southern California area, or if you're going to be visiting in the area, and you'd like to come down and be a member of my studio audience, we tape record the Hot Seat show every Wednesday evening at approximately 6 o'clock, and we play it back the following Saturday night between 11 and 12 midnight. If you want to come down here, the tickets are free. You call the numbers on your screen any day, Monday through Friday during business hours, to reserve your free Hot Seat tickets. In the 213 area code, it's 464-6111. In the 714, get ready, 714 area code, it's 999. 5,000! 999. 5,000! 999. 5,000! 999. 5,000! One more time, 999. 5,000! And now here's a familiar face, I'm sorry to say. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, try spelling that word, you moron. I bet you can't spell it.
Don't start.
Where do you get these? Wait a minute. Yeah, another word you can't spell. Where do you get these?
Quiet.
Where do you get these uninformed orangutans out here? Look at these monkeys. What a bunch of monkeys you got out here. What, the Anaheim Zoo get out early tonight or
hey,
what?
You can tell hey, hold it. You can tell he's back, Jeff the Jerk.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure being
Jeff
on my show.
Hold on. Now, Jeff, you are going to portray yourself as more of a jerk than you ever have before in the 5 years or so you've been on this program. This is the worst thing you've ever come out on. You are saying to a national audience that you think we should pay reparations to rebuild Iraq.
But I think the
How
real
can you
victims,
possibly say that?
Wait, the real victims in this war are the people of Iraq. I mean, if you look... Wait a minute, would you shut up and let me talk? Wait a minute. Let me make my point here. Now, if you notice, if you watch the war on CNN or you monitor the war, you notice that 50,000 Iraqi troops just flat gave up. And when they gave up, they were, kissing American soldiers. They didn't want to fight this war. There's one point I do agree with you. I hope they get Saddam Hussein out of power because I do think he's a detriment to society. That's one point I agree with you. Thank you. But that's the only one area I agree with Wally. But, no, I'm not. I'm telling you my honest feelings, Wally. I hope that we do help Iraqi people because we have bombed Baghdad to the point where it's obliterated.
Wait. There's no way. I feel sorry for the Iraqi people as well.
Well, good. Let's help them out then.
No, let Saddam Hussein and his henchmen get out and rebuild the country themselves.
Well, right now there's political unrest.
As President Bush said, we should not spend one dime
He's an
on
idiot.
the rebuilding of Iraq.
Yeah, here's a president. He's an idiot.
You call President Bush an idiot?
Yeah, here's a man. Wait a minute. Here's a man. Between him and Reagan. Between him and Reagan, Wally. Between him and Reagan bombing Libya and killing all those innocent people. Now U.S. bombing Baghdad and killing how many millions of innocent people? I mean, it's the Republicans who do this all the time.
Are you saying that we should not have gone in and bombed Baghdad?
No, you have to go after Saddam Hussein, not the people of Iraq. The people of Iraq, we don't have a even Bush said it on TV.
It is not our fault. It is not our fault that it's not our fault that Saddam Hussein put civilians in military targets.
The whole point, Wally, is that if we have so much military intelligence, why didn't we use our military intelligence and find where Saddam Hussein was? Why instead of bombing innocent people?
Speaking of intelligence...
Because idiots like you don't give a rip, that's why. You wear that tie, you sit there on your show and you wear that tie, Wally, and you don't give a damn about any people of any race, Wally. You're a moron.
I care about...
You don't care about nothing.
I'll tell you what I care about.
You don't care about a damn thing.
I care about Saddam Hussein coming to justice.
I have no fault with that.
And
I have no fault with that. I just hope that the people of Iraq get some help.
The people of Iraq, don't you dare try to blame us for this or President Bush. If there is
which of the idiots dropped the bomb?
Wait a minute. The people of Iraq who died, the blood is on the hands of Saddam Hussein.
Well, as far as reparations go, Wally, I mean, didn't the United States help Germany and Japan after World War II with financial aid?
Let's
help Iraq.
Let me inform you.
Well, go ahead and try to inform me. If you can read your notes there.
This guy is so illiterate. I don't need. Hey, see these notes? I don't need any stupid notes.
Talking without reading. You can't read anyway.
I can beat this guy in debate if I was blindfolded and gagged.
Well, go ahead then. Give me some useful knowledge here.
All I've got to do is talk common sense to you.
You have no common sense.
Something you have never done in the 5 years you've been on my program. Now, let me tell you something. And just keep your filthy mouth shut.
Well, go ahead and try to answer me then if you got the guts.
Let me fill you in with some intelligence, oh stupid one.
Well, go ahead and try.
The reason we paid reparations and helped to rebuild Japan after World War II is we were in a declared war. This was not a declared war. It was a war that was fought by all the Allied forces, the entire world.
It wasn't a declared war. We had 4 or 5 other countries.
There was no official.
Congress passed it.
It was not a declaration of war.
All right, well, what's that?
It was an authorization. Wait, let me talk. Shut up.
Well, go ahead and try.
Let me tell you something. It was not a declaration of war.
Well, what was it?
Congress authorized the president to use military force.
Well, what is war? It's using military force.
When you have a declared war. With Japan, we were officially at war with Japan. Hold on, I'll get through in a minute. Don't give me this. I'll be through in a minute. Oh, I hate
can't shut this guy up. He's got a big mouth.
When we were at war, when we were at war with Japan, it was a declared war, and the Emperor of Japan, he came to us and he surrendered unconditionally.
After killing 100,000 people, yeah.
If we had a declared war and Saddam Hussein wanted us to help his people, then we may consider it if he flies to Washington and gets down on his knees to President Bush and begs his forgiveness. And if he tells us that he was wrong and surrenders unconditionally, maybe we would talk about it. I'll be right back.
Imagine the pride of seeing your name on gold foil press supply labels made just for you by Personal Touch. 500 beautiful gold foil labels, custom printed and rushed to you by the most reputable company in personal name products, Personal Touch. Tasteful and practical for your business and as social needs. We'll also imprint your name and address on our fabulous Fast Stamp. Clean, quick, and clear for over 10,000 bold imprints. You get 500 beautiful gold foil labels along with a personalized Fast Stamp. Best of all, it arrives within 10 days from the time you call our toll-free number. Think of it. You get 500 gold foil labels plus the Fast Stamp, all personalized with your exact name and address, along with a dozen artistic gallery greeting cards. A $47 value, yours now for just $19.95. Call 1-800-432-3500 for your 500 gold labels and Fast Stamp with same name. Credit cards only by phone. Call 1-800-432-3500 for 10-day rush delivery or send just $19.95 plus $3 to Personal Touch.
How would you like the power to meet any woman you want? Imagine seeing the woman you've always desired and easily winning her over. Now you can with an exciting new video program, How to Meet Women. You'll discover 5 opening lines that are guaranteed to work. How to read a woman's body language, how to use shyness to your advantage, and how to really turn a woman on. Women will tell you what they really want and the secrets to get them to want you. You'll actually see these proven techniques demonstrated for you. We'll take you step by step through everything you'll need to know. Stop wasting your time wishing you could be dating the woman you want. Do something about it. Get up and order this video now. We're so confident that this video works that we'll guarantee your success or your money back. This breakthrough program is being made available at this special low price of only $29.95 for a limited time only. This video is not available in stores, so write down this number because you may not see this ad again. Order now.
We're back, Wally George here with Jeff Tolcher.
You know what, Wally? I think you're going to have trouble debating me without notes. You have nothing to go off of now.
I go on for another hour. Now, you know, Jeff, instead of calling on us to pay reparations to rebuild Iraq, why aren't you asking Saddam Hussein to call on his buddies in Jordan and in the PLO and in Libya, and maybe they'll send some money over to rebuild Iraq?
Well, the problem with that is that there's so much political unrest right now in Iraq that Saddam Hussein may not be in power much longer. I have no problem with that. I don't want him in power. The guy definitely, when he kills his own people, is a warmonger. I just want to see that the innocent people in this situation helped, and I think the innocent people are the people in Kuwait and the people in Iraq.
The innocent people of Iraq should be taken care of by the man responsible, and that is Saddam Hussein. As I said, wait a minute, Jeff. We have no we feel sorry. It is not our responsibility.
You don't have to spit on me when you talk.
Oh, I love to. Jeez. You deserve
your saliva in your mouth. Now wait, we helped Germany in Japan in World War II.
I'm talking here. I'm talking here. I'm talking
in Japan and Germany in World War II. Why can't we help Iraq? Why can't we help Iraq? Well, sit down. You guys shut up, you bunch of rejects. This country helped Germany and Japan in World War II, and you said, and you made comparisons from Saddam Hussein to Adolf Hitler, and you're saying it's a different situation. Saddam Hussein and Hitler, according to you, are the same thing, and these countries that were getting bombed are the same thing. So why can't we help them too?
Because, you idiot, we're not in a declared war situation, and we are not responsible for what happened to Iraq, and you refuse to admit that the logical thing to do is if Saddam Hussein gave a rat's ass for his people, which he doesn't, because, you know, Saddam Hussein gassed some of his own people. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about his people. That's obvious. But if he did, he would call on his friends in Jordan and in Libya and Yasser Arafat and the PLO to send some money, some food and supplies, and to help rebuild his country. But Saddam Hussein only cares about himself, doesn't he?
Another thing that really makes me sick, Wally, is that we still have President Bush has not lifted the embargoes on Iraq yet. So here's a country that's already decimated by the bombs that we dropped and is financially strapped, and now they're not getting food or water, any of these essential items to live.
That's right. And that will keep on until he lives up to all 12 of the United Nations resolutions.
Been fully cooperating.
He hasn't done all 12.
They've been releasing POWs.
Not all 12. Not all 12. The United Nations said only yesterday that when he lives up to all 12 of the, he has not yet, to this day, he has not yet said that Kuwait does not belong to Iraq. He's never said that. He still is remaining completely quiet over the fact that he has said before that he owns Iraq, he owns Kuwait, and Kuwait is part of Iraq.
You're spitting on me again, Wally. Would you knock it off? Jeez.
I'll spit some more in a few seconds.
Cannot talk without spitting on people.
Hey, how's like a whole lot more right in your stupid
why
face?
Don't you close your mouth when you talk or something? Jeez. Hey, I feel like it's raining in here.
Oh, that's good. Hey, you see how he's got nothing to say,
He has
obviously.
No manners.
Nothing to say. He's such an idiot.
Let's talk about Kuwait, Wally.
Let's talk about Kuwait.
Let's talk about Kuwait. Yeah, another word you can't spell.
Wait, hold on a minute. You said that. All right, I'll start. Let's talk about Kuwait. Instead of him asking our government to send reparations to Iraq, why aren't you, as a decent American, calling on Saddam Hussein and his regime to give reparations to the people of Kuwait, right?
Decimated, Wally. Wait a minute. How can you call for somebody to give reparations to Kuwait when his own country is decimated?
Saddam Hussein has millions and billions of dollars.
No facts.
You know that. You know that.
You don't know the fact that Iraq is in deep trouble right now.
Saddam Hussein has not yet apologized for the raping of women and children, the torturing, the beheading, the butchering, the murdering, of Kuwaiti people. Why aren't you asking for him to at least apologize for that? Do you go along with that?
Well,
you think that's okay?
Talk about Saddam Hussein's brutalization. I just was watching the news the other night, and it seems that there are Kuwaitis who are doing the exact same thing to Palestinians who are leaving Kuwait.
Wrong.
So what about that?
Where do you get that from?
That was on the news last night, Wally.
Oh, well, if it's on the news, it's got to be true, right?
Well, come on,
left-wing liberal news.
Palestinians and Iraqis who are leaving Kuwait. So what about that? How would you respond to that?
I'm saying
Tell
this.
the nation, don't ignore my question. You're ignoring my question.
I'm saying what you're saying.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying what you just said about the Kuwaitis is a total fabrication.
We got Western journalists
and I'm
over
saying
to verify that, Wally. Not one nickel of our money is going to Iraq, and you are out of here. Oh, you're a complete idiot.
I'm coming after you, Wally. I want a piece of your rear. I want you, Wally.
Hey, now's the time to buy that great new Honda bike at Mid-Cities Honda in Paramount. Tell my friend Doug Slemsky that I sent you down. He has down and dirty prices, and you'll get a special extra discount when you mention my name for a limited time only. Don't wait. Come in and look around. Take home a free autograph photo of yours truly. Also, if you buy now, I'll give you front row seats for a taping of my Hot Seat show. Mid-Cities Honda, 15725 Lakewood Boulevard in Paramount. Come on in and tell them Wally sent you.
I watched what I ate, worked out on my Easy Glider, and lost 75 pounds.
This is actual footage of Keith's home video showing his dramatic weight loss. All across America, people have found that 20 minutes every other day works to firm all major muscle groups and helps to lose weight aerobically.
I'm using my arms, my shoulder, my back, my tummy, my thighs, my leg. I get it all.
Dual resistance allows you to adjust tension for both legs and upper body.
I have tried bikes, jogging, even racquetball, and Easy Glider is definitely the best.
And this handsome unit folds down quickly for easy storage.
Call toll-free like I did to shape up and slim down with Easy Glider.
Call toll-free 1-800-445-6800. We'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $19.95 each. You get a full 60-day home trial with a money-back guarantee. The total price, $59.85 plus $9 shipping and handling. So phone now, 1-800-445-6800.
We're back. Wally George here with you on Hot Seat, as we are every week. This is our 8th year. In July, we're getting ready for a big celebration as we will charge forth into our 9th year on the air. And you know, let me tell you, it really burns me up when I see the kind of people that we have on the show here, like Mike Hubbell and TOLCHER, always standing up for the wrong people. It just is ridiculous. That's why I'm glad I have this platform, so I can take these jerks on and show them up for the fools they really are. Now I want you to make this a weekly habit. Every week, join us on Hot Seat. And remember, if you want to come down and challenge me on some particular issue, all you got to do is let me know. If you got the guts to take me on, maybe I'll put you in the hot seat. I want to say how grateful we are to our great president for the great job he did. And how about General Schwarzkopf and Colin Powell, huh? And to all the troops who are home now, God bless you and welcome home. Good night, everybody.
Now stay tuned for Star Pilot, followed by The Phantom from 10,000 Leagues on the Late Night Theater, next on KDOC 56.
What turns women on?
It's the most incredible feeling.